of ICANN. He rules the internet. He controls the internet.
So just quickly, I want to make the comment. First of all, thank you for inviting me, Carlos. I think that what you're doing is extremely important to what is now happening in the internet. I think we're seeing, as we heard just now from the Edelman Trust Barometer, that the trust in technology companies, for the first time since 2007, is starting to go down. It means that we are getting into the cycle that banking did. In 2007, everybody trusted banking. Now, banking is at the bottom, right there with governments. And now, tech is starting to go down. And I think you and your vision, and certainly the company you represent, actually are efforts to restore some of that trust. Not so much trust, but integrity of the technology sector. So I'm very excited about what you're doing. You know that. I think that all of us investing in giving consumers a mechanism to feel that the anxiety is back down. From Snowden all the way to Sony, what we've seen is a complete continuous erosion of people trusting the tech sector and the technology. And out in Silicon Valley, and I know some of you are from there, I lived there for many years, we sometimes have a libertarian edge that wants to think that technology is always good. Yeah. It's a good thing. The problem is that we're starting to see the people of the world say, we're worried about this. The anxiety level is high. Mm-hmm. So finding, as I saw in what you put on the table here, encouraging people to work with IGOs and governmental organizations, rather than say run away from them, they want to regulate the internet, but finding a mechanism where technology and public policy meet and we can restore some of that integrity is so crucial. So I commend your focus in that area and the products you bring, which start hopefully turning that trend back to a high level of integrity. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Fadi. For us, to be honest, to have a person like Fadi first, and also to have ICANN every time, anywhere in the world, you do .com, .net, .org, whatever, you're talking to him. To understand that we need to move into a new trust model where it's multi-stakeholder based, where everybody has a say, not only international organizations, but also private sector and a multilateral organization. But to be honest, the first one, which has been totally neglected in the last 25 years of the web, is the user, the consumer. I mean, the most successful companies in the world are the ones that serve their consumers. They provide the consumers what the consumers expect from them. So we have the same responsibility on the internet now that we're going to have 6 billion people connected, is to provide to the consumer something that they trust and they feel integrated. If we achieve to that, we're going to have a total new paradigm in the way the internet is going to move. If not, we're going to have a fragmentation and we're going to keep fighting for the next 25 years.
Just one quick word. First of all, thank you. If I had a slide presentation, you will see that the first thing we do when we present Qwant, we say, the search engine you can trust. So that's our motto. I just want to say something to the point that you were making. I was last week in the CS Las Vegas. There was a little session like this with maybe a few more people on the future of search, and I was very much linked to the Internet of Things. And the guys at the panel that were very, very bright and very senior guys at very large companies. And at the end, I took the microphone and I discussed privacy, which had been discussed, and I explained that we anonymize IP and how we do things. And then I told them, look, there is a problem that search is presenting to its users a value proposition that happens to be false. The value proposition that search engine companies are giving to the people is use my services that are for free, and I will show you the good of advertising. And that is just an outright lie. The reality is, give me all your data, I will mint it forever, and I give you services that you might want. If you don't want them, I don't care, because I have your data. Yeah. Okay? And when people realize it will create a rebellion of sort, and people will be unhappy. So when I said that, the panel, these super nice and super bright guys, was silent. And then one of them took the microphone and he said, it's a problem. I think that what we have to do is to bring better services so that at the end they are happy. Which means that, of course, they don't plan to stop tracking them. The answer is what Carlos is saying, is to separate, of course, the ownership of your identity and the circulation of your data.
Very good.
Very. So, yeah, sir.